Tell me about this one.
So this is Beau. He is a 7-year-old Triple B Mustang. Got him in November. He's doing well in general. He's already under saddle and stuff. Green broke with that. Getting on the trailer though, he usually gives an issue. He doesn't want to get on. He balks at it.
Okay. But he's good with step-ups.
Yes.
Okay.
For the most part, yeah.
Narrow ramps are the problem.
And I've gotten him on. Like, it just has taken a long time.
Right.
And a lot of patience and stuff, even from
Yes. How does he do with backing off of it?
Good.
Good. It's just getting on. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to start with some warm-up exercises on the ground with yielding the hindquarters. And it's really important that we have the cues sequenced. That way he can respond to the lightest cue possible.
Okay.
So first you're going to stand kind of at his shoulder on this side of him. Good, and just get him to relax first, so you might rub the stick over there without him blocking you out. And then when his feet are still, you'll be able to go into the exercise. So just keep rubbing him for a while. Good, and then you're gonna hold the stick parallel to his body to mimic the shape of him. And then you'll lean towards the hind end. Good, and walk forward and release. Good, don't let him block you out over there. So stay a little closer to the shoulder when you do this. Good, and release. Good, and then let's switch to the other side. Good, same thing, don't let him block you. It's interesting he blocks on both sides. Okay, again on this side.
So right from the beginning, he's always been a very much let me square up to you horse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he showed me that he knew how to side pass before anything.
Okay. I love it. All right, and then let's see moving the shoulders. Good. The other side. So keep your body positioned a little more towards his nose too, and don't worry about the speed as you're going around. Look more for the correctness.
Okay. So like kind of here?
Yep, good. Better. And while you're walking around, you should be walking on the circle you want him to be on, so don't let him push forward off of it.
Okay.
It's a balance between how much you tip the nose and how much energy you put on the shoulder. But that's good enough for now. And then let's look at the backups.
Okay.
So just walk towards him, bumping on the halter. Do you ever tap the chest too, or no?
Sometimes if he like blocks at backing, but
Okay. So go ahead, tap the chest before you use the lead rope.
okay.
Because I kind of have the Liberty foundation I put on all of them, I always want them to respond first to my body language, and then my stick cue, and then the rope to make them as least resistant to the pressure as possible.
Is your body language just turning towards them and walking your feet towards them?
Yeah, my body language will be just like bringing my shoulders up and then walking towards the chest. That's the first cue for the backup. Good, one more time. Good, better. Okay, and then the side pass you said he likes to show off?
On his own?
On his own. What about when he's asked?
Yeah, when asked, it depends on the day.
Depends on the day. Good. Ask the other side. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're not focusing on necessarily the liberty.
Maybe, yeah. He's getting real tricky that way.
Where would they look?
What's up?
Where is it?
It's upstairs. This is my grooming stuff.
Emma? Fly spray?
Try to move to the side with him when he is side passing. Walk on that straight line so he doesn't rotate around you.
Okay.
Good. And release. I like when you release that you drop your hand from the halter too. That's good. Okay, so we got forequarter, hindquarter, side pass, back up, sending.
Okay.
The same way that we were doing
Okay.
in the round pen. So with the stick to guide the side and you walking alongside with him. So not so much circling, more straight lines.
Okay. Should I let him trot?
You can, but you're still circling.
Okay.
So if you need
Straight
to
line.
break them down to the halt right now and reset, you can.
Yeah, because this like.
This would be something that you do like going down a fence line.
Is this the, when you teach your horses, like how to, two whips, liberty stuff?
Funneling?
Yeah.
No. This I actually don't even teach in my Liberty clinics, the sending part of it. What I want is her to guide like this and walk with the stick like this. It's
Oh, okay.
literally just walking.
So
like
he's
side to
walking
side.
straight. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Now I understand.
Thanks. Huh? If you want to, yeah. I can go. You can't eat it. I know, that's why I use that bottle. Yeah. Douse them in it. Okay. Descending.
Yes, so walks, yeah, with him.
Like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Just like you would if someone were to send him onto the trailer.
So kind of more stay at his shoulder?
Yep.
Okay.
Good, and then just drop your energy for him to stop, and let's try the other side. That's fine. The distance doesn't matter too much now. As long as he's not falling on top of you, he still looks like he's pretty straight with his body. Good, and then drop your energy. All right, and then let's do the pole release.
So this isn't something I've worked with him too much.
And you can help with the lead rope as your backup. Good.
But now that I know it better, we're going to do it a lot more.
You can, yeah, drop the whip for now.
Oh. You know what? We know better.
Good. Ask again. Good. And one more time. Good. Okay, now pick your stick back up and approach the trailer. And if he is straight to it, I don't want any tension on the lead rope.
Okay.
So if he stops, that means you stop too and you don't pull on the rope at all.
Okay.
So right there, just wait for a second with him. And your stick is going to come out and guide his side over. So it's a combination between the side pass, guiding the shoulders, and sending.
Okay.
Good. And then you can reach back with that. And this is where I'll probably switch sticks with you so you can have a little more reach. You can tap the side. And if you want, I can demonstrate this too.
Okay. Yeah, I might end up having you demonstrate.
Whatever you prefer.
See what it does. Just reach like that.
Yep.
Kind of just hit
Yep, and no tension on that rope right now. You can have it be straight, but if he's backing up, you back up with him with no tension on it.
Okay. Treats.
And you keep reaching there to ask. And the only time you can put tension on it is if the head goes to the side or he walks to the side. But if he's straight forward, whether he's walking forward or backing up, no tension on it.
Okay.
Good, and release for a second. Drop your stick down. That's fine. And ask him to come forward again. Yeah, then you can put tension on the rope. Good. Back up with him if he moves backwards. And you can tap his side too.
Okay.
Increase the pressure of it if he's not moving.
Do I stop with the
Nope.
pressure?
So then you can move the stick over to the other side. So you only stop with the pressure of the stick if he takes a step forward.
Got it.
Good.
Boy.
And just pet him for a second.
Boy.
Good. And then stick out again to ask him to come forward, reach behind. It can be either side. Try not to pull on that lead rope.
Okay. Yeah, that's like a habit.
Yes.
Quick with this.
Good. Good. There, then use the lead rope. So it's like, it's not that you completely abandon the rope, it's just you only use it if the nose is tipping away.
Okay.
There, tap his hind end. Good, and release. Good, ask again for forward movement. And release. Because he took one hind step. Go ahead, ask again. Good, and just pet him for a second. Good, and ask again for forward movement. If you what?
I said I keep wanting to pull the lead rope.
Yeah. It's a hard habit to break.
It is.
Good. But that comes back to, I mean, we do lead them by a halter, we lead them by their head, but we want them to respond to pressure mainly from behind here.
Right.
If we can do more of the sending. We don't want to be dragging them on or just leading by the head.
That makes sense.
So it's about straightness here and then energy from behind. And then back them up and walk them away in a big loop, and then you'll go back to the trailer again. Good. Start thinking about getting in your sending position. Good. Put your stick out.
Okay. The coordination, boy.
Good. Good. And give him a moment to rest, and then you'll ask again. Good. And rest. And remember, if he tries to back up on his own, back up with him.
Got it, okay.
I know it seems probably really backwards from what most people do.
Yeah. And what I've always done too, so it's definitely different. No, okay.
Yep. So back up with him, and then keep asking him to come forward, though, with the stick.
Okay.
Good. And then give him space to draw up. Good.
Boy.
Good. And just pet him, and then you'll ask him to move forward again. Good. Good with your release. Good. And release for a second longer there since he was kind of frustrated and then backed up.
Okay.
Good. Ask again now. So now, yeah, the stick comes over to this side. Good. Keep your stick up to block that side when he's trying to tip his head that way.
Okay. Wait, like which side should I?
When his head tipped this way, I would have kept the stick on that side of him to tip the nose back over.
Okay. Good boy.
Good. And ask again. Good. Good. And you just walk backwards in there and keep slack in the rope. Good. And now if you need to, walk forward again to put your arm out. Ask him to come forward with the stick.
That's the awkward part.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like we need to take that really long lens whip that we hate to use and just cut the thing on it.
Yeah.
So that it's an extra long carrot whip.
Good. And walk backwards in there. Give him a rest for a second. Good. And stick out again. Remember, back up with him if you need to. Keep the energy from behind. Good.
Coordination.
Good. Walk backwards and give him space when he does step up too.
Okay.
That's what's hard about it. It's like not a lot of space right
Right.
here.
Good boy.
Good. And then you can reward him with a treat when he gets on. Let him rest up there for a few seconds and then you back him off.
Okay. Good boy. There happens to be hay right here. You want some hay? Good boy.
Because does he feel pretty calm when he's on there?
Yeah, once he's on,
He's good.
Like,
It's just the loading part.
more worried about like this hay right now.
Go ahead, back him off.
All right.
Yes. If I want them to be able to do both. With stock trailers, usually Mustangs for the first time, I'll let them get on a stock trailer and I'll almost always let them walk off forward before I start working on backing up. And how I start working on backing up off of objects is I get a bridge. So I take away the boundaries of the wall and the ceiling and I have them back off of the bridge a few times to build their confidence.
Yeah.
And then when I get to ramps, I always back them off of ramps.
Now we'll see if he does it tomorrow.
Right?
Do the same steps though. Just don't pull on the head at all if he's resisting.
Yeah.
That's also what creates pullback problems because, you know, if you're pulling on the head, no matter how hard you're pulling, the horse can still back up.
Right.
Like you could be sitting on the head and then at some point usually you put slack in the line to reset your body position to either send him forward again or walk on with him. But that horse has realized like, oh yeah, I can back up to get away from that pulling pressure. So then when they get into a situation where they're tied up to something hard and they pull back and they can't get away, that's when they panic. So you don't want to create, you know, the sensation of the fact that they can back up out of that pressure and get away.
Right.
Right, because
You want to go get your horse?
That makes a lot of sense.
yeah. And it is easier to add forward energy from behind in the sending position. And then I'd walk him away and just do it one more time and he's good.
Can I do it one more time, you said?
Yeah. But walk him away, let him have a loop. But yeah, almost always, if they're backing up on their own, I'll back up with them.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times if the horse has a problem, which like he didn't really seem like one that's going to flip over or anything. He just kind of seems like a feet planner.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, there was a couple times, the one time we were loading, like probably just getting clearly frustrated because he just kept pawing at the ramp and
Right.
wanting to destroy it instead.
Right.
Not super aggressively, but just annoyed.
Right.
So.
But
But this time he didn't really do that too much. And then one time he did try to like kind of do this rear weird strike thing, but again I think it was out of frustration more than anything.
right.
But we were playing tug of war, so.
Right. So, walk in a circle one more time. But that's good then, because sometimes owners try to work on it in not the best way, and they have a horse that's more sensitive and reactive.
Yeah.
So it's funny when I take them for the first time to load them, and they go to back up. They're waiting for that resistance, but I just move right away with them.
What are you picking?
Make sure you have a little bit more of your stick up there to help guide him. Good.
He's like, all right.
There you go. He's like, oh yeah, this thing.
Good boy.
But it's funny because they're used to the tension being on their head. So when they fly backwards and I move with them and nothing is touching them, then they get a little confused as to what to do next.
That's true.
But with every horse, just like I had you run through all those ground exercises, I always warm up with that before I load them on. So when you do that with him tomorrow, just run through all of those quick, make sure you have your body control, and then ask him to get on.